Good morning. Thanks for swinging in for a little THG. Today we get to go down and visit my friend Katie. She has a horse rescue that she started many years ago, and we're going to go and see how she got this started, where it's at now, what she does exactly, what all she does rescue and how she does it, and where she sees this going in the future. Katie also teaches Western riding lessons as well as equestrian lessons. So I will leave a link below letting you know her contact information and all that kind of stuff if you are interested in learning that and you're up here in the Cache Valley area. So why don't you come with me and we'll go and visit her right now. All right, go.
Welcome to Angel Tree Farm, all the way out there. You'll see our namesake. During the winter, she looks like an angel with her halo. She's beautiful. My friend Leslie, we call her Kanga. She noticed it first when we first got back here, and that's where the name of our farm came from. I don't know about that. My neighbor calls it the Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life.
Grandma over there loves it.
You know what? That really does match because you guys really, you're incredible miracle workers down here.
There are our chickens. We have a whole bunch of new ones. It's usually a bit chaotic when we release them in the morning.
That's funny.
They free range out here.
Oh my gosh.
Back at night. We just have to wait for them to get in there.
They're always very eager to come out in the morning.
Oh, I'm sure.
But like we can't leave it open all the time or the raccoons and skunks would get in and hurt them.
Right. Yeah, you guys have lots of those down here. Look at all these chickens. This is so cute.
There are
And over
84.
here we have the Judy, lovely lady in Logan, was getting out of chickens and
Oh. And here they come.
hatched from our hens.
These were all
These
farm
2
hatched.
5
Okay.
are just farm chicks. I had to
Okay.
get my favorite hen. That's why the grays.
Uh-huh.
Wherever Lady Gray is. No, I've never had rescue pigs.
So this is a first for a rescue pig?
This is a first for a rescue pig.
You are the
Sarah had a
first.
friend. They had good old porpoise here,
Uh-huh.
and they
That's Lady Gray.
apparently like to escape. Yeah, Lady One-eyed chicken was his best friend where he came from.
Oh, how cute.
So
And so he likes the chickens.
Oh, hi,
and he keeps them
Porcus.
as pets pretty much.
That was very tricky.
He
I'm
always
glad I got
has-
that on.
He always has like as many as 4 or 5 in there with him.
Right. Well, that's cute.
Apparently he's an escape artist.
I see.
And he was running all over the place, digging big holes, because that's what pigs like to do. You can see his wallow over there, which I got to fill up in just a minute.
Oh. Porcus is naughty, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's why his previous owners were tired of him. It's been interesting. It's been very different than anything I've ever done.
Ever.
She brought Panda.
Okay.
My husband and my son were out hunting pheasants.
Right.
There.
Uh-huh.
Get anything because there weren't a lot of pheasants this year.
Right.
And so I'm like, we'll just turn her out and then we can come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Put her down if we need to.
Okay.
And so she lets her out of the trailer and she goes trotting off. And I'm like, why are you putting her down? And she said, oh, because she's lame and she can't keep her weight on in the winter. And so I'm like, okay. And so I talked to Brianna that evening and asked her if she wanted to have Panda. And she's like, sure. I'm like, oh, it's either that or she's dead. So we
Wow.
decided to take her on and haven't had a lot of issues. Her feet are a bit of an issue for me because she grows them really fast, and so I have to trim her a lot. She needs another trim.
Okay.
But she's keeping her weight on,
She's beautiful.
and Brianna rides her.
How old is she?
She's probably 22.
22?
think.
Okay.
22, 24.
Wow.
So we have 2 really old horses. We have
Mhm.
Panda and we have Louie, but Panda has become one of Mariana's favorite riders. He's our solid go-to horse. So this is Louie.
Okay.
And Louie was a semi-rescue situation.
Okay.
I met one of my good friends, Shannon,
Mm-hmm.
through him. He was an ad on KSL.
Okay.
And so I went and looked at him just because he was so big, because
He's a big guy.
It's hard to find horses that are tall enough.
when you're 6'2",
I rode him once and my legs were clear up high.
it is difficult to find a horse who, you know, fits me and I don't look like a trained monkey on. So
Yeah.
he's really good for that. Pete
Nice.
is my main rider here. He was not a rescue.
He was not.
I
Okay.
paid, well, that was, gosh, how many years ago? I paid $1,000 for him.
Wow. Wow.
Petey, I paid $500 for it. And that was, they had rescued him from a situation where he had been next to a stud horse, and stud horses can be really mean. And so
Oh.
he's got like some scars on him.
From
Some
okay.
really good scars on his hind legs.
Oh.
This is the guy I use your horsies on quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
You can see this hind leg here.
And right here where he got kicked.
Oh my word. Poor Louie.
Louie's probably
Poor
20, I think, but this one
Okay.
is his bad one. So what happens
Oh.
when a horse is in a confined space
Mm-hmm.
and they can't get away, they get stuck in the panels and things like that.
Okay.
And so he has a lot of damage, and so I use your horsies on him to help relieve some of the issues. But he's been great. When I first got him, he was pretty lame.
Uh-huh.
And now he's just out doing his own thing, and he's 20.
And there's a
Okay.
bite scar right here. You can feel more than you can see it.
Poor guy. It's a good thing he's here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
this-
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll show
yeah, I
you
can feel that.
This one's
Oh.
a pretty nice cut, so this was probably horrible when
Oh,
he first got that. And that's from
Because
being
there's this
back
whole
through the panels.
spot
I'm
right
sure he went through a panel trying to
And
escape the stud horse.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He's
So
Poor guy.
manners.
Poor
He's,
guy.
he's very happy. Most of the time I just kind of let Louie do his own thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't get ridden a lot,
Okay.
but he just loves
Yeah.
being out on the pasture.
And
He's best friends
being
with
out there. That is such a beautiful pasture.
Yeah,
My
and thank
goodness.
goodness for irrigation. Otherwise, this would be dry as dirt. If you look
Yeah.
out there, this year is a drought year,
Okay.
and that's what happens
When there's
when you
no
have no irrigation. So I don't have irrigation on that spot, but I have irrigation up here.
up here. Okay.
And irrigation, farmers pay quite a good jag for that irrigation water. A lot of people
Yeah.
aren't realizing how expensive it is for a farmer to have irrigation water. I pay $1,100 a year
Really?
just to use my irrigation.
No, I did not know that. I thought that was just included with
Nope.
your house and.
Nope, it usually does sell with your farm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's incredibly valuable, and people are always wanting to snap it up. So if you ever have a place that has irrigation water, you want to hang on to it, because water is like gold these days.
Yeah.
Especially in a year like this where you've got
Right.
such a severe drought. My horses would have nothing to eat.
None of
At
them
this
would.
point,
Yep.
it would be done.
It would be done.
And
Yep.
I'd just be relying 100% on hay, which,
Yeah.
I mean, you know how expensive that is now.
Yeah.
That has
It's
gone
outrageous.
way up this year.
Yep.
I was looking at KSL yesterday, and it was like
Yeah.
$14, $15 for a bale.
Yeah.
When historically, I mean, I remember paying
What do you
$2.
want, bud?
Yeah.
What do you want?
So,
Yep. Yep.
why don't you go get the SWAT?
Hi, Louie. Hi, bud.
A big bag wants attention.
Aw, and he's a beautiful guy.
My goober.
You're a beautiful guy. Now, you said this was an Icelandic?
Yes, he's an Icelandic ram.
Okay.
He's my herd sire so far until Atticus grows bigger.
Hello. Oh,
He doesn't like it from over there. He likes it to be
Oh.
pet over here.
over here. Okay.
Hey, boy.
Come here.
He's so handsome.
Hello.
Oh, he's my handsome
He
man.
is a beautiful boy. Look at those horns.
Oh, yeah.
I can see now why they will allow Icelandics. That's one of the recommended breeds for the breed up of the Vallis Black Nose because of this horn. Hey. Yes,
So
you
I've had
are.
him since he was a little under a year old.
A little under a year old.
I think he was like 10 months. Don't bite me, you turd.
He's
don't have
beautiful.
treats
And
for
that
you.
wool, my goodness.
How did you get so much garbage in your water?
Oh, those horns. Nice.
Yeah, they're a bit uneven. Everyone told me rams were these horrible, evil things, and I've just got this snuggle bug.
Yeah.
Like, I won't go in there without a stick, obviously, because
Right.
those horns could do some serious damage, but
Right.
he just comes up to the fence and wants cuddles and treats. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was going to say. Hello, honey.
She's a good girl. She was,
Okay.
she was
Keep it.
She was very thin and had starvation hollows on her head, and so
She was so skinny that her rear end was open. Very, very, very thin. And
now she's not. Now she's fat.
now she's
Yeah.
a fat girl.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, we really love Honey.
Yeah.
Brianna went on a trail ride
Mm-hmm.
and was riding Honey's mother.
Uh-huh.
And Honey's mother shook and ripped, and I fell over onto the saddle, which
She was
was a
pretty
Western saddle.
Okay.
And so while she's shaking, the horn ripped a whole bunch of skin off my chest.
Oh
So that was my first trail ride experience, and then I got transferred onto Honey because I was a mess after that and just
Honey
couldn't
was
put
only
effort.
2. She'd been trained. Bailey had done a lot of work with Honey as far
Uh-huh.
as her training, and so she was just a really good mare.
Yeah.
She wasn't a mare yet, she's just filly.
Just a filly. Okay.
Filly is young, hasn't had a foal or anything.
Okay.
She's considered a mare now, even though she hasn't had any foals. She's older, but
Because
your
she's
young-
older.
Yeah,
Okay.
your young horses that are girls are.
Hi, Zach.
That's
This
cute.
is Zeph. Well, his
Hi,
real
Zeph.
name is Midnight Zither.
Yeah.
So he actually won like $18,000. He's only 5.
Oh, wow.
And he shattered his knee on the track.
Oh.
And this woman I met on Facebook, Amber Marie, she was looking for a place where he could just be pasture because he'll never be ridden again.
Yeah. Yeah, not with a shattered knee.
Yeah, so
Yep.
his knee shattered, and we're hoping to not have to put him down. So,
Aw.
and he was doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's been here a year. And
Okay.
He's been running, bucking, kicking, having
Wow.
a great time, being a young man.
Yep.
And then we went on vacation for a week.
Oh, no.
And when we came back, he had re-injured it somehow. So his
Aw.
swelling is back in the knee, and so he's on stall rest, and he's confined a little bit. So
And
his
it's
front
that knee over
right
there.
here. It's
Yep.
this one.
Hi, bud.
And I do need to put some of your 4C's liniment on him.
Yeah, so Zeph's gonna get a little treatment with some horse ease salve or liniment. I'm not sure which one it is. Probably the liniment.
Chill about it.
Okay,
It helps. He
awesome.
also has the grain pan indicates he had his meds already this morning. So he's getting Butte in the morning,
Okay,
which is a painkiller.
that's cool.
And then he gets an aspirin derivative that I get called Anapred, I think it's called.
Okay,
It's a pretty good company too.
okay,
So these are feed throughs.
okay. And you just squirt that on him, and does it soak itself in? Do you have to rub it?
I don't have to rub it or anything,
Okay,
and then it helps a lot.
nice.
The arnica in there really helps.
Yeah,
Don't be bunking your head. So he's on stall rest in the hopes that he'll recover like he did last time.
like he did last time. He is gorgeous, though. Oh
He's
my
absolutely
gosh.
stunning. He's like a
Wow.
big puppy dog, so we're doing our best that we can by him. In the hopes
Yeah.
that we don't have to do anything.
I'm gonna get a wide angle shot. Wow. So what tracks did he race at? Do you know?
He came out of Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
I can't remember what Amber told me as far as which track he raced. A lot of money, and I'm not real fond of racing myself because
Right.
this is what happens.
Yeah. Because of
Louie.
it. Yeah. It's
So I know she was here yesterday.
Alright. Alright, you guys.
And Honey likes it. What do you want? This is Aspen. Aspen is kind of a rescue. My friend,
This one?
my friend Sherry up in Preston.
Okay.
I got her in Canyon.
Okay.
Because she's an escape artist and she causes a lot of problems.
Ah,
And Sherry lives
naughty goat.
a little bit north of Preston.
Mhm.
And Aspen was causing issues.
I see.
Took on Aspen and Canyon.
So
And then
here.
this little girl is Willow.
Okay.
And that's Aspen's daughter.
Okay.
And this is Earl.
Okay.
Earl is Aurora's son.
Okay.
And she's one that was bred here.
Okay.
We started with dairy goats.
Nice.
When I worked at the middle school, there was a custodian there who had 2 goats that he wanted to get rid of. So my original herd started from them. And
how cool.
I still have the children. You got Blackie in here.
Okay. Hello, Blackie.
And then we've got Maya. Maya's our oldest.
Right
The
there.
last of my beautiful grays.
That's funny. They like to just chill in those little
Oh yeah, the
things.
reason we built those is so they would have a
Place
safe
to escape
spot
the
to
horses.
escape
So
the
their own
horses.
place from the horses.
Yeah,
They
that's
can come
also
and go.
the panel over there. You have to create a safe space. My horses just kind
Gotcha.
of run free,
Okay.
so they can come in and get the shade like you see them doing right now,
Mhm.
and then they can go out onto the 30 acres.
Whenever they want, they
Whenever
can come and go.
It's kind of not really a traditional way. A lot of people want to lock them in stalls,
Right.
want to control every movement.
Right.
And I just don't. I let them
Yeah.
choose where they want to eat, and I only bring them in when somebody needs stall rest, like
When they need to
chicken
be.
there with Maya.
Oh, how cute. Hi, guys. Oh, how darling. Coming out for the day.
Are you gonna do it, Mr. Earl? You better go. This is Amos.
Hello, Amos.
Amos is our newest acquisition. You're gonna be our herd sire, huh? He is a moon-spotted Nubian, purebred papered.
Oh, he's
He
beautiful.
looks like Snowflake Obsidian. He's
Hello.
such a sweetheart.
I bought him from my friend Wendy.
Do you have a pack of
And then
feeders
there's
for him?
Reggie too.
Okay.
Reggie's my older herd sire.
Hello, Reggie.
So. Purebred Nubians,
Okay. Nice.
which can be papered if
Oh,
his children
He's
can
papered.
that's easier to. Oh, they are cute. Okay.
These are protectors.
BLM donkeys. They are guardian animals. This is Boulder.
Hi, Boulder.
And
Boulder is
Boulder,
a snuggle bug.
we also got him from Robin. That's where Panda came from.
Oh.
And they're BLM donkeys. They're not activists. They're not social justice warriors. They are
Okay.
Bureau of Land Management. So
Oh.
BLM,
I tend to get confused.
BLM has been forever Bureau of Land Management.
Mm-hmm.
And now when people hear it, they think the Black Lives Matter. But
Yeah.
no,
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
They might protest if we let them out. This is Boulder,
Okay.
and this is Yonder, and Yonder
Is a bit more wild.
is a bit more wild. These guys came off of they're wild.
Okay.
They were wild, and then they're so smart
Mm-hmm.
that after they've been in captivity and treated well, you get an animal like this. That's just like, it's all good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And we
Yeah,
had,
they're incredibly
So
smart.
why did they bring them in from the wild? Were they gonna?
they round them up
Okay.
because the numbers are too high. And
Wow.
if the numbers are too high of the Mustangs and the burros, then there's not enough food and they starve to death.
Okay.
So a lot of people are upset about rounding up the Mustangs,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people don't realize that if you don't round up and control the numbers, then you're going to have animals that are sick and dying and starving, and nobody's going to notice. You know, it sounds good, keep the wild horses wild,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not out there seeing what's happening to them.
Yeah.
This year is going to be really bad
Mm-hmm.
for the Mustangs and
Yeah.
for the donkeys because there's no growth.
There's no
the grass
growth.
doesn't grow
Yeah.
when you're in a drought year, and so
Yeah.
a lot of people will protest the rounding up
Mm-hmm.
and domesticating, but you know, I think Boulder is pretty happy
Yep. He looks like a
with-
happy guy.
with being a domesticated donkey. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
intelligence level of the BLM donkeys and the Mustangs
Mm-hmm.
just blows me away.
Really?
I've never
Interesting.
worked with animals like the wild horses, the Mustangs.
They're so incredible.
I highly recommend anybody to get one. Yeah, they will stomp. They'll stomp the coyotes. My
Okay.
neighbor has a donkey that he puts in with his calves
Okay.
when the cows are calving because those
It'll-
donkeys will stomp a coyote.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That is incredible. Who would have ever thought it?
you
know?
and he's got this freeze brand. That's how you know that it's a wild,
Okay.
because they get the freeze brand on
The
the,
freeze
neck.
brand
It's
on the neck.
associated with some numbers, the patterns,
Okay.
and you can adopt them. You can adopt a BLM donkey for $125.
Wow. I didn't know that.
A lot of tip trainers will adopt them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they will put some training on them, and they can cost a little bit more, but it's worth it.
It's
so
worth
that
it.
you can handle your donkey,
Yeah,
and you can get to the point where you have one like this.
like that.
Yonder's learning that it's okay.
Okay.
And that he can just be who he is.
That he's safe and
Yeah,
he's
safe and it's okay.
and you know, sometimes that it doesn't matter how much training you give him. Sometimes that just takes plain old time.
Yes, a lot of it
You
takes
know,
time. And
yeah.
You have to be incredibly patient.
I got him right after Fuego died.
Aww.
And I am a sucker for big chickens.
Yeah.
And
I am-
rescues roosters.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
So you rescue the roosters. Okay.
She loves those big chickens.
So what are you spraying on them?
It's a homemade fly spray.
Okay.
Got tea tree oil, a little Promethean.
Ignore that.
Okay.
I think there's, what else do I have in here? Something else.
Lemon.
Something else.
Oh,
Okay.
lemongrass, lemon
Okay.
something.
Okay. Nice. And what are you putting on in their ears?
This
A
is
swat.
fly repellent. This stuff, not only does it smell really good,
Yeah.
but it keeps the buggies out of their ears
Oh, that's good.
and under their bellies where they can tend to get fly
Where
strikes.
they can't.
When
I
you're
love
saddling,
Sarah.
you want to have a little bit of an airway here.
Okay. So this is the English
This is
saddle,
English.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you've
I
got your
love to ride
blanket.
English. Yes, I got my
Mhm.
pad,
Okay.
and then I have a thin line here.
Okay.
I love the thin line pads because it just adds it's a little squish
Oh yeah.
so that it gets
Adds.
the concussion.
Okay.
So it's not
Oh.
going on Petey's back as much as it could. So you want to make sure your saddle is fit properly
Okay.
and that you got good pads. I mean, they don't have to be totally beautiful, but it's a good idea to have something clean. This is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. You can tell I've had it for a very long time.
Yeah. But if
you
it's
know,
a good one,
it
yeah.
still functions. It's got nice
Ooh, that's nice.
quilting.
Yeah. Quilt,
and then
yeah.
I've got the thin line in addition.
Okay.
And when you're saddling, you want to make sure everything is in the proper place.
You have beautiful fields. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and it's taken a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have any equipment,
Yeah.
so we got the weeds out by hand.
Oh my word.
But you know what? Little by little, year by year, it just gets better. And you can just go dig up the thistles
Yeah.
and pull off the purple heads.
Right. Right.
And you know that works.
That
What they
works.
did before.
Yeah.
So to think that you can't,
You can't, or that it has to all be done at once right
it doesn't
now.
have to all be done at once. This pasture was a total disaster
Really.
when I came back. But come look at this real fast.
Okay.
This was foxtail
Okay.
and weeds,
Okay.
and it was horrible.
Okay.
When I first came back, irrigation season was over, and it had been eaten down to
Uh-huh.
the nubs,
Okay.
and that's when you get your horrible weeds in here.
Okay.
And
The
so,
grass has to be able to outcompete the weeds, otherwise it's just
so I
weeds.
actually, and you should be able to rotate.
Rotate.
Like most people will rotate your pastures. I just
Yeah.
have all my pastures open, and guess who rotates? The horses.
The horses
Okay.
will rotate.
So
Yep.
this was all, I let this grow
Mhm.
and let the seed heads come up,
Mhm.
and then I turned the horses in.
Okay. And they
It
ate it
did
all.
not look like this 7 years ago. It was loaded with thistles,
Mhm.
foxtail.
Okay.
And a lot of people freak about foxtail, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But
it's
you got to do it
manageable.
little by little. You
Yeah.
got to pull it up little by little. We're constantly pulling it up. I mean, you
Okay.
can spray a huge
Yeah.
killer down.
But the
Yeah.
stuff that kills foxtail
Also kills regular grass.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really tough one. So you just got to do it little by little.
Little by little.
And so I mean, I'm incredibly proud of this.
This is amazing
And that out
pasture.
there has gotten pretty good too.
Yeah. This
But,
is
you know,
beautiful.
it took a long time.
Yeah. Nice.
So it doesn't have to be a monoculture. It
Right.
doesn't have to be just all perfect grass.
Right.
Because
It can be a
if you have
mixture
different
of
breeds of animals,
yeah.
they're going to go for different things. And it doesn't have to be pristine. They will eat any kind of parasite that's in the manure.
Mhm.
They'll spread it out so that it can be accessible to the pasture. I mean, this is how our ancestors did it.
I have never ridden English.
I love English.
I would love to learn English. In fact, if I ever get a horse, this is what I will be doing is English riding.
Yeah, well,
So I will-
think it's the best because
And you teach English riding, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
English and Western
Okay.
basics
Okay.
Once you get the basics under control, you're going to want to find somebody who's a lot better than I am, especially if you're going to show. But I can get somebody started and send them on their way, and I can get somebody going who just wants to chill.
I like the feeling that this farm has. I really do, because the animals aren't stressed. They aren't lonely. They aren't cooped up and full of negative energy. They all have good energies.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the goal I've always had. I just want them to be who they are.
Yep.
English is more about balance.
Right.
Western, it's a working thing.
Right.
You still want to make sure you have your pocket.
Okay.
Air
The
here,
pocket right there.
because you want air to be able to.
Okay.
So this was actually repurposed and fixed
Wow, it's beautiful.
by
Sound.
Robin's dad.
Huh?
And he does some beautiful, he did all this basket here to match this. My fenders had been destroyed and were stretched out, and this no longer functioned
Okay.
down here. And I asked him to put buckles because I hate the slide clip, because I always pinch myself in it, so I like the buckles
You
for
like
changing.
the buckles? Mm-hmm.
And so he put on new fenders, and
Nice.
I didn't ask him to make it match,
He just did it.
and he did. He did
Wow.
just such a beautiful job.
Yes, he did. That is gorgeous.
He's a beautiful saddle worker and
Yeah.
leather worker.
Okay. So we're putting in a bit and putting on the bridle.
So our first rescue was Tyla,
Uh-huh.
who was Brianna's favorite.
Yeah.
And when they moved to Maine, Tyla was,
I didn't need a saddle or anything.
Brianna and Tyla were bonded.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I've never had a horse like her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could just, I'd walk out in the pasture, swing up on her back, and we'd go all over the
You
place.
just go. That's
The
awesome.
term is heart horse.
Heart horse.
You're a heart horse. So I've had one heart horse
Mm-hmm.
critter who I got from the Utah Girl Scout Council when I ran
Okay.
their trefoil ranch riding program for a few years.
That is. I was going to ask you about that. I knew you had all this stuff from your past. And okay.
Yeah, that was the best thing I ever did.
Okay.
I think I was riding director there 3 years and riding staff 1.
And where was this at?
This is South Fork of Provo Canyon, called Trefoil Ranch. It's the Utah Girl Scout Council summer camp that has horse riding.
Oh, okay.
Amazing place.
Okay.
And they've done a lot of improvements. They have a lot of donations that allow them to
Continue to.
create new places, and
Okay.
they've updated it to the point where it looks like a spa now.
Wow.
It's an amazing place.
Nice place.
So, yeah,
That's cool.
Trefoil Ranch was one of the places where
Okay.
I had a lot of experience teaching a lot of girls, working with a lot of different horses.
That's really
And
awesome.
my first horse came from there.
Really.
And his name was Critter.
Mm-hmm.
He was listed as unrideable. It's a good thing horsewomen are a little crazy.
Yeah.
Because we did what we needed to do. We
And-
got the horses where they needed to be. I'm not sure who is buying the horses now, but they've got a really good herd.
That's cool.
And it's great. Yeah. Lisa Harden was my camp director. I think she's like the CEO or something now.
Okay.
But she's awesome.
That's cool.
So I ended up buying Critter from the Utah Girl Scouts.
I'll tell
Okay.
the story.
Nice. Okay.
Our first day up there, the staff who was rounding up the herd to bring them in,
Mm-hmm.
and we pushed them into one little spot.
Yeah.
And Critter, big sorrel thoroughbred, looked a lot like Secretariat. Has the shot,
Mm-hmm.
drip look and the feet and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He flew right over the fence.
Oh.
Everybody else trapped in there. All the rest of them. Oh, darn it!
And he-
I'm like, that one's mine.
That's.
These short kids, I can put this box on here.
Yeah.
And, even
Oh.
gets it, and you got to come see what he did on this side.
That is awesome. Exactly something I would need.
He put all this in here.
Oh. That
And
is.
he made a beautiful
awesome.
mounting stand for
I
me.
love it.
So yeah, I was very impressed.
That is very
Seeing how
cool.
the horses enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you do?
they have to. It gives it character, right? Yeah. There's Brianna up on hers. Am I okay?
Come on in.
Okay.
From ear to shoulder to hip to heel, you want to have a nice line.
Okay.
It's all about having good posture.
Yeah. Looking.
And whether it's Western or English, the posture is going to be the same.
Is it what?
This is posting.
Posting.
I'm following him. And I'm not lifting myself up. I'm following his gait.
His gate.
Behave yourself, Panda. Good? When riding, you always want to look out with where you're going. It's like when you drive, you're not looking right in front of the car.
Right.
You're looking where you want to go.
You want, yeah, you're looking
And then your
out.
body, thank you.
But when you're teaching, they wear helmets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. One thing that I just couldn't get over was the breathtaking views that I could see as I watched Katie and her daughter Brianna showing us some riding that they do in their arena. Absolutely beautiful fields and mountains surrounding Angel Tree Farm. The animals here are so blessed to be able to live out their lives in such a magnificent area. You look so graceful on that horse. Along with the 30+ acres that Katie has, she has this beautiful arena that is safe and made specifically for riding lessons and exercising their horses. I'm just so happy for her that she has these things. So thank you so much for letting us come and check out your
Angel Tree Farm.
Angel Tree Farm. And
My
boy,
pleasure.
are these animals blessed to be here. So thank you for doing what you do and for sharing it with everyone. So
You're welcome. I'm just glad I can do a little bit.
yeah. Okay.
Spotted mountain horse.
Got a mountain horse, so she's gated. So she's going to feel very different. Feel that trot. You probably don't even have to post that.
Over the years that I've known Katie, I've come and ridden horses and seen her farm on numerous occasions, and it's always exciting, and I always leave feeling better inside than when I showed up.
Said it before, she's just old.
Whoa!
Yeah,
that's what she's wanting. Is
Manners.
want me on her.
Manners, Panda.
Plus, I need a few more people.
When I arrived today, my purpose was to spotlight Katie and her Angel Tree Farm rescue. I discovered that Katie is
She knows who her mama is.
Katie is so generous in giving credit to others that she has had contact with that have helped her or that she has gained access to animals through. The animals are living their best life. I'm happy to say that even one of my roosters that I couldn't keep because my farm is too small is living his best life on her farm now. Please look in the links below if you're interested in any kind of riding lessons or purchasing some of Katie's Nubian papered goats. In the description below will be her contact information. I was so thrilled that I was able to spend some time riding around in the arena with Katie and Brianna today. Once again, I'm reminded it's the little things in life It's those little moments, that little extra time that people take
You've got Western, so you can hold it like
that
this.
make the biggest difference in our lives. Thanks for watching.
Contact with the mouth. And when they no,
Nope.
it's not hot enough.
All right.
Now Louie's